Hi, hi, hi. What's going on? You be quiet. Hope everyone is good. We're going to be playing some Demon Souls today. Starting off a new marathon. A brand new marathon. I'm not type A, I'm a type B. Whatever, be type A today. Okay, what are we naming the character? So we're playing through every game using the daggers. Now the daggers in this game are not too bad. They actually can be really good. Some of the highest DPS, but obviously like the really shitty range, which is true for every single game. They can never really be the best options. Never really be the best. Now, which one of these characters starts off with, I think the Thief and the Wanderer, apparently. Wanderer starts off at level 6. 15 dexterity, 13 luck. Well, the Wanderer has the least amount of wasted stats. Beat off. Teeth. Thief. We got the beat off. What am I starting off with? Firebomb is good enough. Appearance. Randomize. We're gonna go with that one. We're now ready. Can you guys hear the game? Is it too quiet? It seems like really quiet on my end. One step closer to the whip marathon? Maybe. Can you do a Ramadan build? A Ramadan build. I mean, I think a Ramadan build was involved not playing the game, right? Am I wrong on that one? What's going on, Kara? How things? Welcome in. Okay, let me know if there's any like audio delay or anything like that. Okay, regular dagger. Okay, we lit. Okay, so there are 4 daggers in these games. On this game. Look at that DPS right there. Am I fat rolling? No, we're not even close to fat rolling. It just seems... I don't know why the roll animation seems wrong. Why does the rolling animation seem different? Am I missing something? Maybe not. Attack, attack, attack. Daggers are goated in this game. How's a two-handed combo like? Just worse. One-handed dagger combos all the way. Do you observe Ramadan? What does that mean, observe? I remember power stancing daggers and DS2 wasn't bad. Dark's 2 daggers are pretty decent. Kind of similar to this game. That is like output a lot of DPS. But like they're never going to be the best options because of their fucking shitty range. But they can actually like melt. Like daggers in Dark Souls 2. I'm not sure if power stancing in Dark Souls 2 would actually end up being the best. More so than just like straight up just like one-handing or two-handing it and then spamming away. Because like this can put in work. Like the only games where like this is not a thing is like Dark Souls 1 daggers are terrible. Dark Souls 3 they can be okay. But obviously they're not going to really be out of things like straight swords or curve swords because I think those are going to output higher DPS. Why do I only ever get the live streams at the start? What are you talking about? Dark Souls 1's going to be what? Bandit Knife until Civil Tracer? Yeah, I could use that. I mean, the Priscilla's Dagger, we could use that too. Because Priscilla's Dagger, I'm pretty sure does the 50% bleed, which is useful for like some bosses. Jesse, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. We got W's for Jesse with the $2. I suck at powering. Why is it so hard to parry these guys. First try. And again. First try. Easy game. I'll be basically using like the blade daggers in that game. I know daggers and Darkstone are just dog shit anyway, so. Terrible doo-doo. It's kind of Muhammad, how things, man. Just Souls game, no Bloodborne. I mean, I could play Bloodborne and maybe go with like the Blades of Mercy. And I chat, would you guys like to see a Bloodborne playthrough with the Blades of Mercy? Jesse with a gifted sub. Oh, the damage is falling off against his random trash mob. The tutorial is getting harder. Can I get a sick backstab? Oh. Oh. That's tough. Blades of Mercy makes sense. It's the only thing that makes sense in that game for a dagger, I guess. I don't know. Because I didn't include it in my curved sword playthrough. Because I think they're going to be more so daggers and curved swords, right? I mean, they're pretty long daggers. They're kind of more like claws. Blades of Mercy are pretty good. Yeah, Blades of Mercy are decent. Like, it's just shitty fucking range, which is definitely noticeable. And also you can't buff it because it gets that stupid fucking arcane scaling and damage. Just like the, what's it called? The Burial Blade? I hate that shit. Weapons with like these useless arcane scalings and split damage. Like, oh, it has split damage, you can't buff it now. It's like, thanks. Thank you, video game. Wait, no, I'm playing as a female. The duck helmet is not going to be a duck helmet, right? Or is that different in this game? I think it might still be a duck helmet. I think that, yeah, I think it's wrong. Never mind. I think we're good. Well, I'm going to die anyway because of lingering hitboxes. Duck helmet is constant? Yeah, should be. I think it's like the fluted set. The fluted set is the one that's different, I believe. He took a step backwards. He just walked and it damaged me and I died. What's going on, Christian? How things, man? Oh, well, rip the duck helmet. Oh, well. 'Tis a shame. You never killed that jiggle butt thing? I think my last, like literally my last 3 marathons I have, so. Last 2 or 3 at least. So I don't know what you mean by never. Clearly somebody hasn't watched the Yui streams. Somebody ban him. Fake fan. Stop being so annoying. Why are you a girl? Because I thought, I mean, I just spammed X and I went to type A, and type A in this game is the girl. I thought it'd default to a dude. I'm gonna die to the starting enemies. What game is this? This is Demon Souls. I'm pretty sure I have it in the title, right? I don't know. Maybe I don't. Why am I even bothering killing these dudes? Like, I'm just trading out base. Just consuming more materials. Just run. I backstab him, though, because it's funny. He fell for it. Demon Souls should be on Xbox. Yeah, unfortunately, that's never going to happen. Unfortunate. Not going to happen for those Xbox people. I got an S rank and a mission in AC6 today. Nice, good job. I don't think it's in the YouTube title. You don't think it's in the YouTube title? I thought I had it written in the YouTube title. Been enjoying your videos a lot, so helped me out recently. Used your OP or early OP build guide. Very well put together, thank you. Nice. Wait, which one? I think I have like a few of those. Those early OP guides. This was like just the beginner's guide video that I made. I might have a few of them. Was it the one where I had like the blasphemous blade? God, the damage is doo-doo. But at least it can stun lock. Ha, he fell for it. What a bum. I'm not gonna bother killing the red-eyed knight. That's not gonna happen. My damage is not there. I can't parry backstabs only. Is this game really worth spending a PS5 money for? I mean, I don't think it's worth it for one video game, no. But I would invest in a PS5 because they're gonna have lots of games. I don't know. There's lots of console games out there that you probably can't get on PC. And sometimes you want to play on console anyway because it might be smoother performance. Because sometimes a lot of PC ports can just be dog shit. And maybe some online games you got to deal with cheaters and stuff. So there's always a benefit to having a console. And I think the PS5 is like the best console to have. So if you got the money, then might as well. I recommend investing. But even if you have if you're not sure what you're going to play and you have like one game in mind, I don't think it's worth it. Because you can just play Demon Souls, the original Demon Souls, if you either just get a PC or just like emulate it, so. Yeah. Die. This is so stupid. How did this happen? They cancelled Night Rain because you wasn't excited enough about it? Is that true? Pine resin. Nice. Can I be your evil twin? No. What's even the best dagger in Demon Souls? Probably the secret dagger. There's only 4 daggers. There's a regular dagger, parrying dagger, secret dagger, and the baby's nail. Now, the dagger and the parrying dagger literally get the exact same like damage, range, weights. Like identical everything. But the parrying dagger just gets more parry frames. So that one is just a direct upgrade because it's the same thing. But the secret daggers is the highest damaging one. And I don't know. There's not many enemies in this game where you can parry, so the secret daggers is going to be better. And I think that all the daggers were like 0.5 units. In terms of the baby's nail, it actually gets some passive plague build up, which is like Scarlet's Rots, but it gets like god tier awful damage. And like plague is only really a thing in PvP anyway, so. But we can use it against like an NPC fight. I think you can use it against what's his name? In the Maiden Australia fight. Get down there. Go get him. Headbutt him. Yeah, I could use it for Old Monk too, yeah. Could you tell me any different builds for Eldering? I have lots of build videos, I don't know. Go use a Death's Poker. There you go, there's a build right there. Sick parrying skills. It's got a moon. How things, bud? Where is my backstab game? Wait a minute. Cling ring. I'm gonna leave off the thief ring for now. Actually, I might put on the thief ring for the dragon area. I'm not sure if that makes a difference for the dragons. Unknown warrior soul. Millennia is a secondary boss when you're parrying. I mean, I think a lot of enemies could feel like secondary. We still got deflecting or parrying. You want to create a best dagger in the Soulsborne series? Yeah, we're going to make a video. Probably going over the top 25 best daggers in the Soulsborne series. Because why not? Sometimes the people want to know about the daggers. Is he going to follow me? Didn't follow me. I wanted him to follow me. I wanted to kill him. Whatever. I mean, the list is probably going to be like heavily dominated by probably Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring. Mainly because like there's actually a lot of daggers in those games. There's not many in Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls has a decent amount, but I think a lot of them just work very much the same way. I will look into it. Why am I fighting these guys? They're so fucking annoying. I hate them so much. Daggers and Elden Ring are slept on. I can sleep on them every single day. I don't like them like that. Not a fan. Actually, I didn't want to... Whatever, it doesn't matter. There's like something else that I probably want to get. I think that was the only thing. But the Arkstone shards are nice. Dual-wielded though? Yeah, I think power sensing daggers and Elden Ring are just outclassed by claws. Because the claws literally get like basically identical range. The claws also get higher crit damage. But they're all going to get passive bleed, or mostly, almost all of them get passive bleed. And they just get better movesets. It's like, I don't know, there's never really a reason for me. The only thing that daggers actually do for me in Elden Ring is that they could be a good secondary option. That's about it. So when you use like, you know, certain types of Ashes of War, like Golden Bow or Chilling Mist or some shit, or just like backhands, not backhands, but offhands for, oh my god. What do you call it? Like riposte, like parry riposte builds, I guess. Or like get a stance break then switch to a dagger. It's basically a secondary option. That was disgusting. Yeah, Earthsteel Dagger is like the only exception. Like, it's the only one that I actually would like to use for like a... I didn't... Oh, that's around the other side. Yeah, I didn't get that shortcut. Yeah, true. Yeah. True. But for the most part, I didn't really care to use the daggers. Because, like, I'd rather just use the claws. Every single time that I power sense, I was like, ugh, I could just use the claws and let's get way more damage. That could be good in PvP? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think I've used daggers in PvP. I wish the Dark Souls remaster looks as good as this. Well, one's a remaster, one's a remake, so... So like Dark Souls remaster is going to be like half the price as this game. What's your favorite Elden Ring weapon? Probably the Maracus hammer. I never appreciated parrying in Bloodborne. I hate the concept of cancelling boss attacks through parries. You hate the concept of cancelling boss attacks through parries. I think it's fine. Like, it adds another element to the counteracting a boss. I mean, the thing is, it's balanced around Bloodborne, because Bloodborne bosses are just stupidly fucking designed to where they just like flail around and spam attacks all over the place. So yeah, that's basically the entire game. If you try to do the game without powering, it just like... It'd be a lot harder for one. And it won't always be as fun. Like the game would just like is designed around the powering system. Like some bosses, if you try to fight them without powering, it's like, ugh. So ass. What's the best dagger in Elden Ring? Probably the Glintstone Chris. Probably the best dagger in Elden Ring. Okay, let's actually run across the bridge this time and not fuck it up. Head of the Dragon only breathes like on half the bridge, so it doesn't even kill all the enemies. Wish powering didn't suck as much in Elden Ring. Yeah, I don't know why they did that whole thing to like you have to parry like a boss like 3 times just to get a riposte. Oh my god, see, there's so many that end up spawning in here, so I'm not gonna go get the pine resin. Whatever, I don't need the pine resin anyway. Claws are a DPS machine? Yeah, claws are amazing in Elden Ring. This guy's a chance of dropping a sharpstone. Of course. Oh my god, let me pick up the item. Oh, whatever, I don't want it anyway. I don't want it anyway. Watch this guy not drop one. He did. And it was 2 sharpstones. Nice. Exactly what I needed. We lit. Why am I getting a call? Oh my god. Give it a bleed infusion and level arcane, it melts bosses. What's this for? Give what a bleed infusion. A scam? It's my mother, it's not a scam. Time to fight this stupid boss. With my favorite dagger. The fire bombs. Talking about mystery cord and a powering build. Oh yeah. I wouldn't even go with a powering build. Like if I'm using the mystery cord, it's because I'm getting like a stance breaking build. It's like the only time I really use the mystery cord. I don't really do like powering builds. Because like 10% of the enemies in the game can be parried. It's easier to stance break, and you get like the exact same reward, so. Oh, I'm out of fire bombs. Does Blood one have a dagger? Yeah, it kind of has the Blades of Mercy. It's close enough to a dagger. We could do a run with it. I don't know. I'm probably not. I mean, should I include it into the? I might as well include it into the dagger list. Because it's like, if I'm going to do a top 25 daggers video, like half of them are going to be just like shit. Might as well just include Bloodborne to make it interesting. Because I haven't included Bloodborne in the past few videos, and then people have been upset about it. Specifically, like the Great Hammer video, I didn't talk about any Bloodborne weapons there. Like, why did you not talk about Bloodborne? Okay, so I think at this point we can either just go straight to get the powering dagger or the... Not really the powering... I can get the powering dagger off, Mephistopheles. But I think we pure black character tendency. And I need to go kill Yurt, which means I have to go to area 3 too. I get all the daggers in area 3. Like the powering dagger, I got to go through area 3. The secret dagger is area 3, and the baby's nail is area 3. They're all in area 3. Powering daggers a banging feeling. Yeah, powering certain bosses is pretty cool. Yeah. It's going on parallel how things, man. Hope you've been well. Wait, Palos? I was like, why is it like they were fucking mod? Confused me. Use Babanel in PvP? That's basically the only purpose of it. It's just for PvP. Is a troll weapon? Yeah, because it does the plague. It does plague build up. Does BB stand for big boys? Yes. Baby for NPCs? Yeah, I could use it for the NPCs. I think it upgrades with colorless demon souls. But I think it only improves the plague build up. It doesn't actually improve the damage. Which that's like the only purpose of that anyway. So like do you cosplay as the Sydney what the fuck are you talking about? What does that even mean? I don't like powering the Crucible Knights. That's fair. The one area in this game with the plague inflicting enemies is the worst in Demon Souls. Yeah, Area 5 sucks. I hate that place. Hate it. What am I doing? Get some more health and stuff. Seek the soul power. Okay, dexterity, vitality, endurance, whatever. That's good enough. I think I need 16 for like one of the daggers. I think for the sacred dagger, I need 16. It's gonna break how things, man. Okay, so first things first. Let's go buy one sharpstone with my 500 souls that I got going on right now. Hopefully the crystal lizard actually drops a sharpstone. That'd be cool. When will you stop playing Souls games? I don't know. Maybe when I'm unable to play them, I guess. I don't really see myself never, like, not playing them. Like, if I'm playing video games, I'm probably still going to be playing Souls games. Give me the sharpstones. It's every single time that I do this. Every single time. I hate this game. Every time. What's my favorite FromSoft game? I don't know. Maybe like Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring, maybe? I don't know. I like the newer ones better, typically. I like them all. Just finished Dark Souls 2 again and almost finishing a new game plus Dark Souls 3 run, waiting for Kazan. Many cool things in these games. Bone Fist is cool as fuck. Yeah, the Bone Fist is cool. Yeah. Too bad the Bone Fist wasn't good in Dark Souls 1. Stupid fucking thing. Complete dog shit weapon that one is. You're gonna try it No Rest for the Wicked. What game is that? Any Sekiro runs brewing? Not really, no. Even if the formularies change up, I think Souls and Souls-like style will be around for a long time. Yeah. I mean, I think we're in like a period where like Souls genre is like, it's the meta right now. Do you know how we had like Battle Royale? Like every person making a Battle Royale game. Nowadays, everyone's making a fucking Souls game. So we're going to get to a point where it's going to get tiring. And there's probably plenty of people out there already that just hate the fact that every single like new game has to have like Souls-like type of combat. People already hate that shit. Obviously, like, not Souls fans, but... I thought there was a key there, but it's not. It's on the other side. Ooh, that was close. Souls combat is perfect. It's good, yeah. But they can, I mean, they can enhance it. They can make it better. But it's the whole concept of. I thought I could strafe that. Of having like enemies with like distinct movesets, and having like a. Okay, I thought I was gonna die there. I was gonna get mad. Can you go away? He's like standing next to me holding up his hands. Don't kill me. Stop following me. Jeez, man. Neo 2 is still my favorite combat of any Souls-like. That's fair. Never go wrong with a backstab in Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1? No. Honestly, any game. Can't go wrong with a good old quality backstab. Even Dark Souls 2 could be okay. I get a warm feeling when I see Bandai Namco title screen. You get a warm feeling? Why is that? Does Bloodborne have characters that show their feet? Yes. It's a Miyazaki game, of course there's characters that show their feet. Let's go on Zainab, how things? Hope you're doing well. I think I get the secret dagger here, right? Is it in this room? No, it's not in this room. But there is something here. The unknown warrior soul. Maybe it's this room. It appears to be locked. Yeah, I think it's right there. I need to get the key. We need to get the key. We need the key. Now the question is, what key? How's the run going? Yeah, it's pretty good. Can you turn around so I can get a backstab? Can you like walk closer this way? I can't strafe around you when you're next to the pillar. Chat. Thank you. There's a ring in one of the Iron Maidens. No, I don't think it's that one. But I think that ring is the ring of magical sharpness. No, which is just for the magic builds. I think that's the one. The cell key. Are we in level 4 right now? I think so. Can I cook? No. No, no prisoners are allowed to leave. Get back in the cell. None of yous. Get him out of here. How many games will you beat this stream? We'll probably just do like let's do like one. I don't know why. What item is that, by the way? I forget. Oh, the claws. That's right. Terrible weapon. Have I played the PS3 version? Yeah, I have. Secret Dagger. It gets less durability, though. Aha. But it's just more damage. As of right now, it's 5 more damage. Wait, if I had, like, max level, would it end up being, like, a lot more damage? Or is it still... How much if I had, like, 30 dexterity? It's, like, 15 AR difference, which is not much. But it's still, you know... In Demon Souls, I guess it's a big difference. Like, normally I'll do these marathons. I just do, like, one... I mean, I could play Dark Souls 1 today, but the thing is, like, I'm still, like, recovering from a sickness. And I gotta make videos. So, I'll probably just do, like, one game per stream. That way I don't have to, like, rush through anything, and I can just take my time. And kill enemies like this. Otherwise, if I'm doing, like, a whole marathon, like, I try and do, like, many games in one stream, I'll be, like, speedrunning everything. And I kind of want to actually playtest some of this stuff. Dual wield for the culture? I mean, basically, I could. I mean, there's nothing that's preventing me from doing that, really. We're just gonna get the parrying dagger. Lies of P is such an amazing game. Can't wait for the DLC. Yeah, it's a good game, yeah. It does well. Daggers are terrible in every From Software game apart from Elden Ring. I think daggers are probably better in this game and Dark Souls 2, I want to say. And I think, honestly, even Dark Souls 3 daggers, for the most part, are probably better, too. Like, the thing is, like, all weapons in Elden Ring are, like, good. Like, you can make viable weapons out of, like, everything. And the thing is, the reason why the daggers are really good in that game is not because of the daggers themselves, but because of, like, their stupid broken-ass skills, right? So, like, things like Glintstone Crisp and the Black Knife. Probably, like, the 2 best daggers in that game. And it's purely because of their skills. So it's not even just the dagger. Like if those skills were like on a straight sword instead, it would just be a better weapon. But you do have like the misrecord and stuff, which every single game does have like that high crit damaging dagger. But with how like the infusions work in Elden Ring and stuff, the misrecord is like extremely useful for like any stance breaking build, and how like good stance breaking is in general, because like obviously stance breaking is not a thing in the other Souls games, at least not as fleshed out. So it does make the switching to a dagger to the critical attack more useful, because you just have more critical attack options in Elden Ring. So it's useful in some areas, but when it comes to like as a primary option, I think the daggers are some of the weakest. Like, they're still good, but, like, they're just not going to be as good. I just think they're outclassed by claws. And it's purely because of that. Like, claws just do the same thing, but better. And if you just want a one-handed weapon, I'd rather just go with a straight sword. Which is kind of true for other games like Dark Souls 3 and stuff. And maybe even Dark Souls 2 as well. And probably even this game. Like, I'd rather just use a curved sword over the daggers, because they can be, like, similar speeds. But like the curved swords just have more range and just lunge way further. So maybe Elden Ring is the best. Maybe it is. Is the Akka Marine Dagger any good? It's decent. It's decent. Verduvio is good early on. Yeah, Verduvio as well. It's another one where it's like the only good thing about the Verduvio is the fact that its skill is broken. So, yeah. Which if you want to include that as like them being the best, then sure, I guess. If you want to count the unique skills. That's perfectly valid. Would you want a new Sekiro? A new Sekiro? I don't really want a sequel for anything, really. I want a new IP. I mean, they're going to have, like, Sekiro-styled combat and have, like, deflecting and stuff, which I definitely think they're going to add deflecting into the next game. But I want to see, like, something different. I don't want to see a sequel. I want to see them, like, innovate in a brand new world to where, like, they're not limited creatively. They can cook as hard as they want to. Imagine having, like, some cool, like, futuristic type of Souls game, like a cyberpunk type of feel to it, or, like, I don't know. There's something, like, completely different aesthetic. And, like, have them... Because they're very creative over there. They know how to make some really cool shit. So. I think I can go free Rydell, and I can get the parrying dagger in his cell, right? Is it in his cell, or does it give it to you? By the way, I have to be a pure white tendency, don't I? Yeah, I ain't doing that. But to be pure white tendency, I have to go kill like all the bosses in this area. And at that point, I might as well just go kill Mephistopheles. What's going on, Skrillbo? How things, man? The Reduvia is Dookie, just a Colt infused with a Great Knife for the same match. It's far better. I wouldn't say far better. I'd probably still use the Reduvia in that instance if I'm going to go use a dagger anyway. Because the Reduvia doesn't, it still has a faster animation for the first cast and doesn't really drain your health still. And the Reduvia actually scales with AR. So And I think it's more bleed build up as well compared to like the dagger. It's only like, I mean, I'd rather go blood blade on like a katana or a curved sword because at point blank range you're gonna benefit of more damage. But yeah, the Reduvia, like blood blade actually works scales of AR, arcane, and Reduvia is just AR. So you can actually go into dexterity and actually benefit of really good damage. Go into either or. Let's go use a good old fire buff. Attack, 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 attack. Spam faster. And there's another dagger right here. The baby's nail. You're not the one. You're not the one either. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Oh, the other one missed. That's huge. She's the one. Wait, I still want to benefit of my fire buff. Wait. Before it wears off and I do like really, really bad damage. I do have some. No, can you give me the... No. What's this RNG, man? And it has to be her as well. God damn it. Hey! No! I'm a Drollmass. Thank you for the 11 months.
With you.
Long and hard. I hate this game. W is for Drollmass. With the resub. Appreciate it, my guy. And also the Reduvia upgrades with Somberstones, so it's another reason. That even if I'm gonna go with the dagger, I'd rather have the Reduvia than the Great Knife. But the Great Knife still... I think if you're gonna pure arcane, which is most likely what you're gonna build around, then yeah, sure, go ahead and... Oh, sorry, I used it. Fuck. Yeah, go ahead. Use the Great Knife. I mean, I'd rather use a Scavenger's Curve Sword or a Uchigatana Nagakiba. One of those. Now, what if she gave me good RNG instead? But it literally, I mean, I got good RNG there, but... Oh, good RNG again? No way. Maybe I might have my shit damage. I think I need it. We're only just on half our health, chat. And again. Are we scripting this fight? Oh. Not 3 times in a row. Is it the far one? It is the far one. That is bullshit. Who puts a random fucking transmutation circle right there? Whose idea was that? Can you do a dung pie Dark Souls 3 only? No. What the hell is this, man? What the... What the? I'm so confused. Oh my god, why did that even happen for? I missed. It did the kicking animation push thingy instead of actually attacking. Oh my god, I'm so done. I'm playing Dark Souls 2 and I want to know how to get over 800 damage with the Ice Rapier. Over 800 damage? I mean, you have to use like buffs and stuff, right? So... I just go like lightning infused, go use like sunlight blade, go use sacred oath, yeah. A bright bug if you have one of those. I'm so mad. She was literally like not one shot, but like I was gonna kill her there. She was gonna die there. This is the worst. And the lock-on range in this game is dog shit as well. Because if I hit her, the other ones would have been staggered. And it did the fucking push
Long
kick
and
shit.
hard.
Completely unnecessary. That was close. We dodged those. Okay, I didn't want to backstab him. It just like sucked him right towards me. Oh my god, what a stupid game. Let's go on Tyrant. How things, man? Insane damage output? Yeah, we got a +0 dagger right now. Because, like, I wasn't able to upgrade it because I wasn't able to run back here. It's like, since I'm here, I might as well just go kill this boss. It's not going to be the worst thing in the world. It's been, like, the worst thing in the world. Okay, one more. The last one that I check. Literally first try, easy game. Can you crit her? No. It's not too late to boot up Dark Souls 1 instead. Are daggers good in this game? Yeah, they're pretty good. They can output some of the highest DPS. I think daggers in this game and Dark Souls 2, they can be like some of the highest. Like top 3, I think. But nobody uses them because they're shit range. Anyway, let's go finally upgrade this piece of shit thing. I'm playing Dark Souls 2 for the first time, and that spider boss walkback is so toxic. Yeah, that's one of the shit ones, yeah. DS1 second half puts behind Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2 for me. Yeah, Dark Souls second half is kind of shit, yeah. It's really bad, so I'm not really mad at that statement, I guess. Okay, give me some sharp stones. I don't know how many I actually need. I was gonna buy, like, a lot more. Because why not? Right to the Smelter Demon runback. I honestly think that Freya's runback is actually worse than Smelter Demon's runback. The blue Smelter Demon. I honestly think that the regular Smelter Demon runback is worse than the blue Smelter Demon runback. I don't think the blue Smelter Demon runback is that bad, honestly. I never understood that one. I've never understood that runback being that bad. You gotta dodge like a couple of enemies. And like the whole like debuffing thing to make your roll worse is annoying, but I don't know. Like the only like real way of actually getting fucked up there is like that big guy just before the fog gate that can hit you out of it. Or we can get a hit by that arrow as well. But I feel like sprint like it rarely ever happens. Upgrade weapon. I need large sharp stone shards. I don't have any of those. Looks like we're gonna go through area 2. I'd like to get some pine resin. I might go through area... Might go through area 1 too so I can buy some pine resin. We'll go do that. Let's go on and fish out things, buddy. Iron Keeper is just bad in general? Yeah, Iron Keeper's annoying. I beat the Ivory King yesterday. It's overrated. That's fair. He might be, yeah. I don't really like the Ivory King like that. It's like the first phase just ruins it, and the second phase doesn't like, you know, it's a cool entrance, but like it doesn't, mechanically as a fight, doesn't do like that much to make up for him. Make up for the first phase being so annoying. It gets carried by the cinematic in the entrance. Okay, first of all, how did I get one shot there? Only boss I've never beat was a blue Smelter Demon because of the runback. Like, what are you guys doing that the runback is like? How are you guys dying to the blue Smelter Demon runback? Rookie mistake? I don't know how I died there. Normally you don't really die to that. No. Ludden Zalin run back as shit. Yeah, that's the worst one in the game, yeah. For sure. Definitely the worst one. How far am I into the Demon Souls? I've killed like 2 bosses. Now I'll just like wait, I guess. I don't know. Normally I could like run past the whole thing, right? I don't know. Clearly not. Let's do some killing. Actually, I don't want to run too far in because I want to aggro the dogs, so like just one at a time. I forgot this guy. One at a time, doggies. There we go. And that's why I wanted to do it one at a time. Do you have a favorite game? Not really, no. Crescent Moongrass. You, merchant man. Give me pine resin. Actually, I'll get some more pine resin. Buy some more. I have 7 pine resin now. That should be enough. Get some more. That should be enough. Patches? Does Patches sell pine resin? I don't think it does, right? I one-shot him with the dagger. I now got a broken sword. I'm dying here. Frigid Outskirts is way more annoying than, what's this? Oh, the Consecrated Snowfield? Yeah. Get backstabbed, bozo. He healed on me. We don't do that here. You should do a Souls podcast. Isn't like my streams a Souls podcast? How are you feeling better? Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better, yeah. The past 2 days, I was like awful. Like I was blowing my nose for the entire day, and like it was the worst. The worst. It was not good at all. But I get sick like once or twice a year, so like that's my one for the year, I guess. A sharpstone chunk, nice. I didn't get a large sharpstone shard, but I take the chunk. You kind of talk to yourself, not really a podcast. But does a podcast involve having to have more than one person? I don't really listen to podcasts, so I don't really know. You and Ratatoska. I actually did do a podcast with Ratatoska. But it didn't work. I actually did do a podcast with him, but I think he said the recording fucked up. Like his recording fucked up and his like audio wasn't there. But I actually did do one. It was like just before Shadow of the Erdtree came out. Cause he saw my my video on Shadow of the Erdtree, like the preview video, because I actually played I played it early and I made a video about it, and then he saw that and he invited me onto his podcast and we talked for like about an hour and a half, and yeah, didn't post it because lost media. Now I'm not sure if he's like just talking shit because maybe he didn't like the conversation that we had. I don't think he was though. Because we're just talking about the Souls games. Wait, I wanted to use the pine resin. Hold up. I've only played Elden Ring. How are the other Souls games? I like them. I'm not sure what it's going to be like for a person that started off with Elden Ring. It might be a bit weird to try and get back into it. There are people in the chat that started off with Elden Ring that played the other games that enjoy them. Because like for me, obviously, I started off with Dark Souls 1. So like going backwards, I mean, going back to them doesn't feel that bad. Attack, 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 attack. Very nice stuff. GG. Well played. I might reset the area so I can go farm that crystal lizard. Hopefully I can get a large shard. That would be nice. I recommend playing him. Why not? If you're like feeling the need to play more Elden Ring and you love that game, you're more likely than not going to end up liking the other games. The only thing that might deter you away, would be the quality of life, which you can like always adjust the shitty quality of life anyway. Might take a little bit, but you could always adjust. But sometimes it could be a deal breaker to some people, so. Who knows? Who knows? But if you see them like on sale, pretty cheap, I recommend just buying them. Can't go wrong. Oh, stop giving me a large hard stone shards. I want the large sharp stone. Bloodborne love in the Yui chat. There are people in here that like Bloodborne. That is true. What do you think is the worst thing in all the Souls games? Oh, that's a good question. That could be a video idea. The top 10 things that the Souls games get wrong. Another top 10. Dogs? Yeah, dogs is one of them. I think... I don't know, farming for one is dog shit. I think farming is stupid. The excessive amounts of farming. I hate my RNG. Are you kidding me? Really? Large hardstone shards 3 times in a row. Oh, why? Every single time. And I guarantee as soon as they go with a strength-based build or a strength marathon, it's going to drop you nothing but sharpstone shards. Now I have to stick with a +3 weapon. If those are all sharpstone, I could have easily had a +6 weapon right now. That's crazy. But because I had shitty RNG, now I only get a +3 weapon. I love this video game. Whatever. Let's go through area 2. Covenants? Farming for covenants? Huh? Oh, covenant farming? Oh, yeah. I mean, covenant system is actually pretty good. I mean, the only thing that was missing was just like a way for it to be done in PvE as well. Because like the covenant system made PvP a lot better. And that was cool. But like obviously if you wanted to get those items and you couldn't do PvP, then... Well, you didn't want to do PvP, then you were forced to do farming. Which, to be fair, some of the items behind covenants weren't like that crazy, except for like, you know, some of the Sunlight Warrior covenants. Like having things like Oath of Sunlight be tied behind the Covenant was kind of cringe. And like Darkwind Blade too. I know people do it because of the trophy and stuff like that, which I don't know. I never go try and do platinum trophies in these games. But I don't really platinum any game. I think I used to like when I was playing the PS3 maybe. I don't know. I think I cared about it back then. I don't care about them anymore. Because like it just makes the game worse for me. When you try to like do platinum farming. I thought maybe a heavy attack would stagger him. No. Oh my god, stop doing the fucking kick thing. That's so annoying. Anyway. What's like something across... I don't know, there's like a lot of things that are about the Souls games that I wish... I don't know, enemies hitting you through walls, that one's stupid. The pivoting mechanic, like the running and turning around and doing that stupid shit, I hate that with an absolute passion. The queuing up of inputs can be kind of annoying. The scaling systems being letters instead of numbers is the most stupidest thing of all time. Yeah. Plots are fun, not the Dark Souls 3 one though. We don't mention that one. Fair enough. I don't know. I don't platinum any game. None of them seem that... I don't know. I don't really get anything out of it. I don't need that. Give me a full moon grass. Thank you. The parkouring in Souls games. I actually like the parkour in these games. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind it. Are these guys weaker to piercing damage? Is that why the first attack did more damage? I think that's why. Hit these guys with the heavy attacks then. Would runbacks be a thing they do wrong? Shitty runbacks. I mean... Maybe. I mean, the thing is the runbacks are shit in the older games because, like, the bosses were actually designed around the runback itself. Parkour is unnecessary in the Dark Souls games. Thinking Elden Ring is justified because you can jump. Yeah. It's definitely more fun in Elden Ring because you have a jumping button. In Dark Souls, there isn't like many parkouring sections, is there anyway? So. And for the most part, it's not even parkour. It's like just running on like a narrow bridge or some shit like that, like a narrow pathway. That's all it is. Did I end up getting another? The fact I don't have any large sharp stones. I'm extremely upset about that. Oh yeah, the switching between spells. Yeah, fuck that shit. That's terrible. Like it wasn't like that big of a deal when it came to the older games because like spells weren't really that big of a Oh, please stop that. I was gonna light attack into heavy attack. But what's the follow-up heavy attack like? Oh, there's no follow-up heavy attack. Didn't exist yet. I mean, older games, the weapons or spells weren't really a main focus like the weapons were. But in the newer games, you can very much have a pure caster build. So the toggling shit can be annoying. If you're gonna make a top 25 daggers, I'd put the Mythos bent blade. Oh yeah. The thing is, actually, I already did a dagger marathon, but it was like such a long time ago. And it was like way before I actually did streaming on YouTube. So the VODs aren't saved. It was like a long time ago. It was like one of the first marathons I did. So we're doing it again though. And I think on my dagger marathon for Darkstar, I used the Mythos bent blades. I think I just went, I think I power stanced them. I mean, yeah, it's gonna make it to the list purely based on that it gets poison, you know? Even though the damage is not as good as some other ones, but yeah, poison is good. Poison is good. I think the Recluse's FP regen method is a hint that From Software is potentially redesigning how the flasks work. That'd be interesting to see if they actually make a new healing system. That's not just... I don't know. I don't know, I think they're always going to have like an item for healing. Who knows? But they're going to have like a separate healing mechanic, you know, how like the rally system in Bloodborne. They could probably have like a different mechanic, something like the rally mechanic. You don't like the spell scroll wheel. What could be possibly better than cycling through spells one by one? What are you talking about here? Like pressing one button to switch spells? I like how Lords of the Fallen did it, because Lords of the Fallen had dedicated... They had dedicated buttons for the spells. They're being sarcastic? Okay. I wasn't even sure what the fuck they were trying to say anyway. I just have bad reading comprehension, clearly. But I think Lords of the Fallen did it the best. Because it actually had the catalysts... have a stat to where they can hold a certain amount of spells. Oh my god, please, game. Jeez. They're like incredibly resistant to slashing damage. But really weak to piercing damage. Is Lords of the Fallen worth a shot? If you can get it really cheap, then yeah, sure. I don't need none of those things, so we can go straight down. Let's go put on the sticky white stuff. Sticky white slime. But it can be kind of annoying when you have like the spell slots tied to the catalyst itself, because sometimes you want to equip like, 10 different spells, but you can't really do that. And like some catalysts like obviously get like really good damage, but they can only hold like 3 different spells. But the thing is, you gain access to that right at the beginning, and you have to like level up a certain stat for that. Like with the other games, you had to like progress a lot of the game, either level up a whole bunch or gather particular items just to be able to hold more than like 1 or 2 spells. What the heck? He pushed me into the spider web and I actually got debuffed there? What the heck? I actually never knew that was a thing. I never knew the spider web was on the side. That's crazy. What about Remnants 1 or 2? Even if you played alone? I played the first Remnant game. I didn't finish it. And I played it by myself and I got bored. And I was like, this game seems like it'd be a lot better if I had a friend to play it with. What's going on, Nem? How things, man? When's the next fashion contest? We'll see. I was not paying attention. I didn't see what attack he was doing. Let's go one-handed, see if it makes a better difference. Second one is way better. I've heard, yeah. Is Liza P the best FromSoft Souls? Yeah, non-FromSoft? Yeah. It's the best Souls-like game, GG, well played. Well played. See ya, spider. I have a couple of Arkstone shards. I could just use those to go farm for this secret dagger. Not secret dagger, the large sharp stone shards. I could. A hardstone chunk and hardstone shard. Oh my god. It's gonna hit me. I'm so mad. How did I run into the wall? What was I even doing there? I was like scratching my... I don't know what the fuck was going on. Is this boss a Dark Souls 2 reference? Why, because it was a spider? Yeah, Dark Souls 2 invented spiders, so yeah, this game just ripped off Dark Souls 2. Do you like the Night Rain spell system better? I mean, like, it fits the game. Like, if the Night Rain spell system was in, like, actual Elden Ring, I'd think it'd be dog shit. Because you can only cast 2 spells. And it's tied to the catalyst. Like, the specific spells are tied to the catalyst. So... it's still not good enough. Why am I trying to pull it down when it's already... pull it up when it's already up? If you're making a Souls-like, what unique setting would you give it? Caveman game with clubs and deflecting and riding dinosaurs. That are like cyberpunk. Just some sci-fi. What the hell is going on? I'm getting nothing but hard stone shards and chunks. This is the worst. I don't believe my luck right now. I don't believe my luck. You guys couldn't see it, but I'm just getting nothing but large hardstone shards and hardstone chunks. I just don't believe this shit. This is the absolute worst. This is so cursed. Like, how can one have such bad RNG? And why did the other guy despawn? Is it because I took the thief ring off? What an absolute idiot. Do you like Lies of P over Secular? I don't like Lies of P over any Souls game. Where's my streamer luck? I don't know. What are your future video ideas? I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. Wait a minute, it's an NPC. We can go switch to the baby nail. Oh yeah, get him with that plague damage over time. 2 damage over time. Look at that right there. We can just use it and switch back to a weapon that actually does good damage. Why though? Well, typically all the other Souls games will do something that makes me like them more. And it's mainly build creation. Did I actually aggro all the other rats? Rats. Crystal lizards. Where'd I get rats from? I don't believe my luck. I don't believe this. I don't believe this shit. I have 14 large hardstone shards. 14! And I have 1 large sharpstone shard. 4 chunks. How did this happen? Bet you're playing the OG right now? Oh, what the heck, man? I mean, if at least in this game I can actually farm them. In the OG, they would just like despawn forever. Oh, this is the worst. I could save these souls to buy some large shards, I guess. I don't know. Let's go spend these for now. That's so bad. We're finally gonna get a holy dagger run. What do you mean? They die in 3 hits. Large sharpstone shards. I never thought I'd see the day. They do exist. What weapon has the highest AR in all the Dark Souls games? What weapon has the highest AR in all the Dark Souls games? I would probably waste something for Elden Ring, because Elden Ring typically has higher AR. Probably like a good old Crag Blade Occult Giant Crusher. Maybe. More hardstone shards. Nice. Thank you, video game. More hardstone shards. Thank you. Please, one of these. Okay. Can this be a chunk as well? That'd be nice. I just don't understand why my RNG has to be this bad. We'll come back here one more time, and then we'll go through and go buy the rest of the large shards. I'll go pop all the boss souls that I have and just buy them. Because this is a joke. Yeah, in terms of AR, I think the Anvil Hammer gets the highest AR at max level, but you can't buff or infuse it. So like having like a buffed up Giant Crusher might be the highest AR. Should be the highest. The Twin Axes has the highest DPS in Dark Souls 3. Does it? Over the Cell Twin Blades? I mean, all the pet weapons in that game are broken. Why do you get a hype armor for that attack? That's so silly. You give me a full moon grass though, we take those. Google says it's the occult Giant Crusher with 99 strength, arcane, roll, not resolve. Yeah. Basically. But does roll, not resolve actually like add on the AR to the actual like weapon, or is it just like an invisible buff that doesn't actually show the number there? Because I thought actually it wouldn't do that, because if Cragblade does it, then roll, not resolve would. So yeah, I was right. I mean, I never really go for roll, not resolve anyway, so Cragblade is better. I hate this game so much, with an absolute passion. I just don't believe my luck. 24 large hardstone shards. That's enough to get a whole weapon to like plus 10. Obviously still need a lot of chunks as well. I have 6 chunks. A Cult Infusion has more AR than a Heavy Infusion on the Giant Crusher. Yeah, at higher levels it does. Yeah, because it gets like an A scaling and... It gets an A scaling and an Arcane. Oh, why did I take the elevator up? Oh, my... Well, since I'm here, might as well go back and do it again. It's got an always how things, man. I guess an A scaling Arcane and a B scaling in strength. Like, it's really good damage. Same thing as the Prelate's Inferno Krazier. Same thing as the Great Mace. Same thing as the Brick Hammer. All those weapons get the most damage in a Occult Infusion. But when you add like earlier levels, then you obviously go with a Heavy Infusion. But once you get a bit later on, like once you meet the soft caps for the weapons, then yeah, just go into an Occult Infusion. And go into Arcane, you get lots of damage. I really regretted using the Cell Sword Twin Blades in my first Dark Souls 3 playthrough. I ran through the game like it was nothing. It'd be like that. My first playthrough in Dark Souls 3, I used the Flamberge, I think it was. I remember like I saw the Flamberge with the enemy. I was like, oh, that's the Flamberge. I want to go farm for that. Because I remember it was like I used that for my second run in Dark Souls 1, the Flamberge. And the Flamberge in Dark Souls 1 actually looks different than it does in the rest of the games. I've never understood the Occult Infusion. It just gives your weapon an Arcane scaling. That's all it is. It's like how heavy can give your weapon a strength scaling. It gives you an arcane scaling. The only difference is that you can't buff the weapon. Well, that was worth it. So with heavy infusions, you can use buffs like, you know, Blood Flame Blade or Grease, but for an occult infusion, it doesn't. Now the main reason why people use occult infusions is because of like the status effects, like bleed and poison, because bleed and poison are infusions that scale off arcane. Well, and madness and sleep as well, but there are no like infusible madness or sleep weapons. So, and the thing is, when you have the status effect, you need to actually have that scaling to be able to benefit off the build-up. Because say if you have like an Uchigatana and it gets passive bleed, typically with something that gets bleed, you can just go into arcane, but being that the weapon doesn't have an arcane scaling, going into arcane doesn't actually do anything for you. So giving the weapon an arcane scaling, which you can either do with a bleed infusion, a poison infusion, or an occult infusion, going into that stat will actually enhance the bleed. So yeah, even a poison infused Uchigatana, the fact that it still gets an arcane scaling, even though it probably end up being like a D scaling and arcane, speccing it into that stat will not only improve the poison buildup, but also improve the bleed buildup. But the reason why people typically go with an occult infusion is because it gives you a really good arcane scaling. Because with bleed infusions and poison infusions, they get really poor arcane scalings, so you don't really benefit of going into them much. Especially if the weapon already has passive bleed. Patches? Yes, patches. Max, thank you for the 8 months.
What's up, you wee?
The treasure is all yours. Shut up. Like the worst trap in the entire game. The worst patches trap of all time. Anyway, thank you, Max. I appreciate it, man. The 8th month streak. Crazy work. Why did I even talk to him? I don't know why. I think it goes back to Firelink Shrine after I speak to him in Area 4, right? Or did he go back there now? I kind of forget. Either I'm here to speak to the dude over here. The dude man over here. I don't think I need that. I think it's a shield anyway. I'm gonna pop all these demon souls. And I'll go stack up on large sharp stone shards. That's a healthy amount right there. Imagine if I bought the wrong ones. And then I'll buy some regular sharp stone shards, and then we can go back. We don't need to be here no more. Will Patches be in Night Rain? Hopefully I play as a playable character. Actually, there were some more leaks about the Elden Ring Night Rain stuff. The Gaping Dragon is actually confirmed to be in Night Rain. Some person was like leaking a whole bunch of shit. He was saying that like, roughly 20 to 30% of the bosses in Night Rain are going to be Dark Souls related. They were saying there was not going to be no... Let's go here so it gets more. Hopefully I get some sharp stones. There's going to be no other weapons outside of Elden Ring weapons. But they're saying some spells could be some Dark Souls related stuff. But we'll see Gale in Night Rain? I don't think so. Hopefully not, though. I don't want to see Gale in Night Rain. I don't want to see any actual, like, really good boss in Night Rain. I really don't. Unless it's, like, it's fine. For some bosses, it'll be okay. Like, Champion Gundyr. Like, seeing Champion Gundyr there will be okay. Or, like, Dragon Slayer armor. But, like, really important characters, like Gale, or if boss like Fume Knight or something like that, or Artorias, it'd be kind of annoying seeing them in Night Rain because, like, they're really important characters and they look really good in that particular setting. And there's like a whole build up for that. And just seeing them just like randomly in like some just arena or like patrolling the overworld it just kind of make me think less of the boss. I wouldn't really care for it that way. Nameless King is there? Yeah, Nameless King is gonna be there. That one kind of feels a bit weird too. But like Nameless King is already just like in the middle of nowhere anyway. But I feel like someone like Gale is different. Like, cause Gale, like he has to be in that arena. He has to have that OST, and it has to be under that setting to where like you're literally the last 2 people alive, and Gale is like the last one. So I feel like it's got to be that way. That's what I think. So I don't really care to see them in Night Rain. And the Twin Princes, they said the Twin Princes weren't going to be there either. I'm not sure what else they said about other things. Secret Dagger. Upgrade that bitch. We have a +8 weapon. Oh, we're cooking. It probably could have been +9 if the game gave me some good RNG. Nameless King is just going to be the first phase? Probably. It probably would be. That'd be pretty funny. Where should I go now? I don't want to kill the Flame Lurker right now. It is just going to be the one map as well, by the way. So it's just going to be Limveld. Which, you know, that was obvious. That was pretty much obvious. But there's going to be lots of different biomes. So, many different biomes in the map. So it's going to feel different every single time. Let's go through this game. Or this area. Good old Area 4. I'm going to remember this discussion when they get the Ishin fight in Night Rain. There's not going to be any Sekiro bosses in Night Rain. No Sekiro, no Bloodborne. Because they're not published by Bandai Namco, so I don't think they even have the rights for those things. There was going to be a Summoner class, and I think there was like an Executioner's class in Night Rain as well. I think that's what they said. I fucking hate these enemies, dude. I died? I hate this area. This is so dumb, man. Like, this stupid constant staggering. Dumbest thing. The heavy attack actually caught him there. No way. How am I still getting hit by this guy? This place sucks. Demon and Hatred would be cool. Yeah, Demon and Hatred would be pretty cool. Makes sense, but yeah. Unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. Unfortunate. Demon Princes? Demon Princes would make sense too. Nice roll, idiot. Ceaseless Discharge. Will they add Bloodborne bosses? No. No Bloodborne, no Sekiro, no Demon Souls.
What's going on, Yui gang?
No, nothing like that at all. Because From Software don't own those titles. As does Bandai Namco, so. Ornstein and Smo will be there? Ornstein and Smo might end up being there, yeah. They were saying that there's gonna be some, a pretty memorable Dark Souls boss with like a cool second phase. So, if that's gonna be the case, it's probably Ornstein and Smo. That's what the guy said. that was leaking some of the stuff. What's going on, Souls Pro? How things, man? Attack, 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 attack. We're gonna turn this. No, I should have buffed the weapon. What would you rate Liza P? 1 out of 10? I'd probably give it like a solid 8.5. I don't know. Sure wasn't Deacons of the Deep. It might have been Deacons of the Deep, who knows? Might have been. What's up, Oddspace? An Artorias and Sif fight? That would be pretty cool. An Artorias Sif fight. Well, either way, the game's coming out in 2.5 months. We're almost there, chat. We're almost there. We're so close. It's patches again. Oh, there's an item down there. Let's go see what it is. A Gale and Mesmer duo fight. Yeah, whatever. Skip. The Crescent's Moongrass. Hey, there's an NPC. Baby nail time. Bring out the baby nail. Proc the status effect. And then clean him up with this. Look at that stun lock. Nobody has poison this game. It doesn't exist. I'm going to play Overture early. Am I going to play it early? No. Probably going to play the same time everybody else plays it. I don't think Neo is like that tapped in to the Western audience. And I don't think they have like Western publishers. Or have like a... I don't think there's anything like that. I think that it's going to release it. I can go try and reach out to them, see if there's like any opportunity for something, but I don't know. Is it bleed or poison on that dagger? It's plague, which is kind of like poison. Idiot, he rolled off the ledge. He rolled off the ledge too. What a bunch of bums. Consult Radana be there? Maybe. Surely the plague makes it broken? I mean, it's good for PvP, but that's about it. In PvE, like, basically everything is immune to plague. And the weapon does dog shit damage. And I think upgrading it only improves the plague build-up. It doesn't actually improve the damage at all. What's a good Ashura for a magic Zweihander build in Elden Ring? Go like a cold infused with waves of darkness. I'm not sure what the cold infusion, what the scalings are gonna be like, but you can go with something like that. That could do pretty well. Is this a sacred dagger? How'd you get plague on it? I have the baby's nail in my offhand. I'm just switching back and forth. Go away. I was gonna roll that, and I was like, nah, I could probably strafe underneath that. Could I Mikula you up? No. Yeah, Chilling Mist could do pretty well, yeah. But you can throw Chilling Mist onto like a dagger, keep it in your back pocket. Can't go wrong with that. And you can do like roll and not resolve magic infusion if you want to go with magic based stuff as well. They must spawn me all the way back here. What the heck? You played Neo? I did play Neo, yes. Really? Doesn't Roll Not Resolve only boost physical damage? No. Cragblade only boosts physical damage. Roll Not Resolve boosts all your damage. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. That'd be like the only instance where I use Roll Not Resolve over Cragblade, is if I'm going to go with an elemental infusion. That's about it. It's like a faith infused like Blood Fiend's Arm or like Fire Knight's Greatsword. Otherwise, yeah, Cragblade all the way. Neo was not that fun to watch, not gonna lie. Maybe if you're a person that hasn't played the game, it might not be fun to watch. I don't know. Might be one of those things. Does Chilling Mist debuff the enemy? Frost does. And Chilling Mist does a lot of frost build-up, so yeah. Are you gonna suffer for the colorless demon souls? No, because like I think it only improves the plague build-up, and it doesn't actually improve the damage, I don't think. And I'm not gonna use it anyway, except for like fighting NPCs, which is like there's probably like 2 more NPCs to fight, and that's about it. We're gonna be sticking with a Sacred Dagger or Secret Dagger for the whole playthrough. I might go use a Powering Dagger for like, I don't know, something. What would you rate Neo 1 out of 10? 1 to 10. What would I rate Neo 1 to 10? Well, I haven't finished the game yet, but I don't know. Probably an 8. It's pretty enjoyable. I'm getting pretty bored of the game because I need it. Holy shit, man! I need to go change up my build because I'm just been doing like spamming the same combos over and over again. Why do I still have that cling ring on? Do I have anything else that I actually benefit off? I want to go like respec into a magic build with a Switchglaive. Regenerator's ring. That could be something that's actually useful. I had that fucking clinger on. I've been like human the entire game. What the hell am I doing? Haven't even looked at my rings. Anytime Yui is here, it's fun to watch. Thanks, buddy. Do you think it's the hardest Souls-like? Nier? Yeah, it's definitely harder than pretty any of the other Souls-likes I played. I played like Mortal Shell for like a couple hours and I died a whole bunch, so that one was pretty hard. But I didn't really figure it out, so. Anyway, GG. What's the best way to get the most out of the Twin Blades in Elden Ring? I'd probably say a 2-handed charged heavy attack build. You can power sense jumping attack, but I think the power sensing builds typically get outclassed by the what do you call those things? The curved swords. Because the jumping attack is the only good part about the combo when it comes to power sensing the Twin Blades, so I don't really care for it. I find more enjoyment and I find better potential when I go with a charged heavy attack build, because charged heavy attacks, you have more buffs because you have like the spiked tier, 2-handed talisman, and the axe talisman. Whereas the jumping attacks, you do get the chest piece and you do get the talisman as well. But yeah, I think you have higher damage output with a charged heavy attack build, because you can also stack the multi-hit talismans too, and you're gonna get more stance damage as well. So I just like the 2-handed charged heavy attack builds, and I like the light attacks better 2-handed than power stance also. So I think that will just be best. If you're not having the multi-hit talismans and the Thorny Cracks tier, then I think Twin Blades just fucking suck. Because they get like straight sword types of damage, but they're slower. And they actually do like just as much stance damage as straight swords. Actually even less. Let's go dump it to dexterity. Get some damage going on. Get a bit of health, some endurance. I had a lot of levels there. Oh, my buddy pal Patches. Let's go buy some grass off my guy Patches. I don't need that anymore. Get some half grass, late moon grass, and full moon grass. The rest don't matter. Stack up on those. Wait, hold up a second, bud. Let me go pop this stuff. Let me buy all your grass. Stack up on everything. Cool. Wait a minute. Does that max everything? That's max everything. Do you have anything else? I have lots of stuff. I think I have an Arcstone shot already. I don't need another one. Way too overpriced for the Arcstone shots. Okay, where is my girl? There she is. Where did you grow up? Sydney, Australia. Born and raised, still here. Plug might kick you in a bit, but it's cool. True. Yui was raised by emus. Yes. Actually, let's go to Upper Latria. Because I can go kill, what's his name? The Yurt? Is that his name? And then I can go kill some other NPCs and then get to pure black tendency and then spawn in Mephistopheles. And I can go kill Mephistopheles to get the secrets on the parrying dagger. And then parry like those 2 enemies in the game. It's my favorite food. I don't typically have a favorite food. I'm not really that picky of an eater. I can like eat a lot of things. You can tell Yui is half emu. Just look at the bee. Mods. Dual katanas are kind of cheeks ammo. Yeah. The power sensitive katanas, the only thing that they actually have good is like the rolling attacks and the jumping attacks. Because funnily enough, the rolling attacks and crouching attacks actually can stagger enemies. Like knights and omens. And you typically can't really do that with any other attack that the katanas get. Except for heavy attacks, obviously. But so that's pretty cool. So I don't know why power sensing katanas have like a rolling attack that can stagger larger enemies, but power sensing axes or power sensing hammers does nothing for stagger potential. One of the worst movesets I've ever seen in my life. I mean, like the two-handed axe combos are much better in Elden Ring because Dark Souls 3 axe movesets are just so fucking annoying. Like that second light attack that they get is like has like the worst lunge of all time. But like the twin axes gets like a really good moveset. And I wish it was brought over into Elden Ring. What's the best power sense weapon in Elden Ring? Definitely the curve swords. Can you power sense Wakizashi with other daggers or is it just katanas? No, it's just katanas. You can't power sense the Wakizashi with a dagger. You can power sense the Wakizashi with itself, but it does the katana moveset. Which is a shame because, you know, it's a bleed-based dagger, and I think it gets the highest base damage in class as well, so it wouldn't be that bad of an option. Because, like, it sucks as, like, a secondary option due to it not having the higher crit damage, and I don't know why. Because it feels like the major benefit that it would serve, there's not only just, like, the fact that you can parry with it and have, like, parrying and power sensing katanas, but, like, potentially having a higher crit damaging weapon there, too. So, Wakizashi kind of just sucks. Dual straight swords is good as well. Yeah, dual straight swords is good. You won't regret this. Please free me. Proceeds to kill everyone that we know and love. So what we gotta do, we're gonna kill him. Can you get more than one per playthrough? No, you get the one in like a dungeon in Caelid. Come closer this way. Look how fast the curve sword combos are. Oh, there's an Arcstone shot there as well. I forgot about that. The Gloom armor. Actually, I could have put on some of those pieces. What's your favorite Dark Souls 3 power stance weapon? Damn.